G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. I'm standing up here because we've got a couple of things that I need to do that I might have forgotten about doing. First one is we need a centrifuge to do fuel recycling because that's not done. And I want a box, and I want some inserters, and I want a power pole. I have also upgraded my inventory to Mark 3 stuff, or am in the process. Yeah, we've got 3,000 used up fuel cells in stock. We should probably recycle some of those. Speaking of those, we're about 50% power. Yeah, 50% power. I have been double walling off large swaths of the base. We'll just do that and that upgrade. That's already been done. I am slowly going around upgrading the corners because, yeah, well, actually, we'll get to that shortly. Okay, so that's stage one. Stage two, I need to turn back on research. I'll explain why it was off in a second. So that's the first thing I want to do. Second thing I want to do is I've realized I have blue circuits up here because basically doing nothing. These belts are not running at full speed. So what I want to do is I want to say output priority left for both of these, and then I want one of them and one of them with one of them and one of them, and I don't carry those sorts of robot boards on me anymore. We'll just upgrade that one. We'll just upgrade that one. And we're just going to take the excess blue circuits that this base could be producing and start shoving them in the network. Because the next thing I want to do, we're walking through parts of the base and upgrading things as we go. Next thing I want to do is I want to come down to avoid all the pipes, walk right the way around the outside, is I want to have 3 assembly machines. And I want to start making the bigger and better modules. These require 6 productivity module 3s. And if we look up our logistics network and we say module, we have 4,000 in stock. Clear all. 4,000 divided by 6 to get to the first crafting. 6 to get to a productivity module 4. And then if we divide that by 4 again to get to the next level, that's 166, and then if I divide that by 4 again, it's 41 modules. We're going to have 41 modules after we turn our 4,000 modules into productivity module 6s. And as you can see, all these do is they cost lots of modules and a couple of blue circuits. So my plan is to start upgrading a lot of our modules to the higher and better version. Why am I upgrading them? Well, the long and the short of it is let's go to here. So these give a plus 10% productivity. These ones, on the other hand, give us 16%, so that's a little bit extra. These ones give us 24%, and these ones give us 34%. And we'll start with the 24% one. Don't forget, I get to put... sorry, I'm just turning off some alarms before they go off in about 3 minutes. I get to put 4 of these in an assembler, which means... Hang on. Pull those out of there before I forget. This bottom yellow bar, if I get to put 4 of these in a machine and they're 24% each, if we call that 25% for round figures, 4 of them, that's 100% minus the 4 that, well, the 4 extra points we added. It's 96%, which means each time that green bar fills up, the yellow bar is going to almost fill up as well. If we go to these versions at 34% productivity, that's what, 35, 70, 140 minus 4, 136% productivity. Which means this green bar is going to get like 3/4 of the way through or so, and the yellow bar is going to finish. That's massive. That is a massive amount of productivity. So yeah, I want to start getting some of the existing modules through this process. And I only want the big ones when we're done. We're going to go in. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And if we run max rate calculator, I need one extra of these machines. That should give me one extra of those machines. Well, that's actually giving me a little bit too much. If I put a speed module in there. So those two are the right ratio now. And I need a couple of these machines to run that. Could I do that? How many blue sectors do I have in the network? 2,000 and counting. Yeah, I could probably do that. Let's up the request here slightly. Up the request here slightly. You can see the advantage of the larger power poles now. Like, that covers a couple of machines with one power pole. Technically, I have too many machines. Too many Mark IIs to a Mark III. But that's fine. I can actually live with that. Thanks, autosave. Okay. Alright, so that's done. We're going to start making these guys. But that means I need a new special upgrade planner. I want to go from module 3 to module 6 because these are going to be very, very rare. So I want to make sure that when I get them, I put them to very, very good use. First thing I want to do is I want to put them in the rocket silo because we're putting a lot of components into space, like a lot of components. And obviously I'd much prefer it if I was putting less components into space. The other thing I need to do is the base has been running for a little while and we have 78 of the hull components. SpaceX hull components, yeah. So I want to, and there's an answer to this problem. I want to use smarts. I know, JD and smarts. What could go wrong? Where is combinators? That one, a SpaceX combinator. I can't even see it in my inventory. Oh, because it's still crafting. Okay, I want to put one of these guys down here. And these are really, really smart. They output what I need to launch for the next section of the SpaceX. So this is automatically configured to the mod. It tells me what stage I'm up to. So at the moment it says S3 being stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And it tells me what I still have to launch. And we want to do a few things. Okay, so we're going to want some red wire. I want to hook from there into, that's a buffer chest. And I want to have you set requests. I want to unlink that inserter. And I want that inserter instead to be connected to logistics network and be told satellites. That inserter can only work if there's less than 10 satellites in the network. Because it's a buffer chest, I can read it from the network. I want this inserter to connect to the logistics network, and I only want you to turn on if there is less than, crap, what was the number we had set? Wrong button. I want to hook that back up so I can look at the 150k. Okay, so less than 150k. So now you're back hooked to a wire condition and a logistics condition. We're going to remove you from the wire condition. And I'm actually going to have you lock into there and have you set filters. Yes. So I can't see this inserter now. Actually, I can if I turn off alt mode. So if I turn off alt mode, we can see it has a whitelist for these items to be loaded. It's also only going to run if we have less than 150,000 space science in storage. This one's only going to run if we have less than 10 satellites in storage. We have 11, so we're not going to load more satellites in there. At the same time, we're going to request in hull components. And we're good to go. Meanwhile, modules on the off chance. No. That's still got a while to go. Okay. But that should start launching our very first component. Research-wise, like I said, I did let research run for a while. It's been some runtime between now and last episode. We did get fuel cells completed. Yeah, I can start mass producing those. That should increment by 1. There we go, 1. And if I hover over that, it now says 9 hull components rather than 10, which is great. We can fuel cells, copy, paste, fill the box, fill the bigger box. Yep. That's going to be a little bit expensive. It's going to take a while. We're just going to leave the box uncapped and just let it fill the absolute box. This is set to set the request so we can bring in the fuel cells when we have them made and automatically launch them as part of this silo. So this is now like a self-contained unit. If we have SpaceX components, they'll end up in this box. They'll get automatically inserted. They'll automatically launch. Same time, we can put satellites in here as well to get more space science because we still have a ton of research we have to do. So on and so forth. So that's that done. How many blue circuits do we currently have in the network? We're going up. Well, in that case... No, let's copy that. There we go. That should speed things up slightly. Good luck, bots. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's done. The other thing I want to do before I forget is... Okay, move. No, let's just upgrade that substation to the bigger and better version. I want to copy that. I want to put that there. Then... I want to delete all of that. How do I work that? Okay, I want to move that a couple of tiles away. I want to have that inserter go to a buffer chest. Yes. Copy that. Oh, copy that inserter to there. Put a normal inserter there. Have you do... What was the type of bot it was? It was a logistics bot. And you're set to 500, so you should be logically set to 500. Because what's happening is I'm ending up with bots in storage that are not coming back from storage. They're just going to storage and living in storage forever. And obviously that is far from ideal. So I want to do the exact similar thing here. Slide that down a couple of tiles, put that on there. I want to have that guy, no, that guy like that, normal one like that. I want to change you to a buffer chest and uncap it, and change you to construction bot mark whatever, 500. Yeah, 500. Okay. Which should automatically fill up with 51, it seems. That's all I have in storage. And that had 121. And this has 300 of these bots in storage already, which is limited by personal battery Mark IIs, which are limited by, well, personal batteries Mark IIs are limited by blue circuits, which is okay because I'm about to go fix blue circuits a little bit. All right. Yeah, we can't do anything until this flashy light goes away and says you have modules. All right, so that's done, that's done, that's done. We're going to have you output priority away from this box because now I have these two builds, in theory, putting blue circuits into the network. And this is still running at... Oh, you're full. Oh. Well, upgrade the chest then. Upgrade the chest then. Upgrade the chest then. And upgrade the chest. Don't ever fill up, please. Which means I should probably... Well, they're not full yet. Yeah, we're going to upgrade efficiency modules as well. Do I do the last two? No, I'd really like the resources. Actually, the resources are prioritized away from this. Yeah, let's upgrade these two chests as well, just on the off chance. Okay, so yeah, we're pushing all our blue circuits into the rest of the bus. Okay, next thing on my list is copying some concrete, and we're just going to expand that out slightly to the edge of our new wall. At the same time, I don't like vegetation on my new wall, on my new path, so that can go away. 0 construction bots. That's what I thought. All right. Next thing is, I was slightly busy. I did a few things, mainly because it took a long time to do. It was a whole bunch of blue belt. It was a whole bunch of steel smelters, which are automated, but they're not automated quickly. Not in the slightest. Why are you missing? Oh, because you're one tile too high. There we go. That fixes that problem. I have... Why do I have efficiency modules? Why do I have that? Why do I have half this junk in my inventory? Okay, done. So yeah, I came down here and I blueprinted. And I blueprinted in, as you can see, iron, copper, iron, copper, iron, copper, iron, copper, all the way down. And there's a few blueprints because we're going to make just a few green circuits and red circuits and blue circuits. Really what I want to do is I want to take the module production we have. So we have this little, thing here, which is great. It outputs a whole bunch of green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits, and makes us some modules. But we already know this itself produces per minute per minute 7.5. This guy here by himself eats 11. Forgetting his bigger friend that's going to eat even more of them. So I need to really up our production. Really, the higher tier modules are going to be the key to our success. So I want to get them built. I want to get them up. Well, I want to get them built, basically. So what I've done is I've tapped each one of these patches are almost 200 million ore, and I've just worked on like round enough figures. So I have 2 drone platforms hooked up to 2 blue belts doing the top, well, 2 here and then 2 here for this patch. Copper, same story, covers the top 2 smelters. We have this iron and this copper. Copper covers these 8 smelters. We have this iron, this copper covering the next 8, this iron and this copper covering the next 8, which is a whole bunch of everything. Which now means that if I come up here and I copy from here to here, don't forget these are a blue belt output, whereas the previous ones that I just copied are red belt. If I come up here and I paste this roughly on the end, I made a mistake. Should be an iron. Hang on, what? You take in... Okay. Turns out I actually only want that half. I did not make a mistake. Okay, run me through that again. So, this here is going to output a blue belt's worth. So, per second, 45 items per second. This here is going to use, no, we'll do a single one of them. So a single one of these blueprints uses, why for you? Because you're missing beacons. Okay, let's look at the complete ones then. This here, one module, uses 11. So if I go 11, 22, 22, 33, 44, that should be 44, yep, which is 61 green circuits out per minute. And that's our plan. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Which one's the best one for me to copy? Probably this one. Paste that on there. Yep. Cut that. Paste that. I don't know. Right about where there'll do. Okay. And then we're going to tie this in here. I'm going to tie this in here. And then we're going to get our magic upgrade planner. Nope. That magic upgrade planner. Which makes all the belts go to blue belt. Done. And you're complaining about power. Done. We happy? Cool. Alright, which also means that now... Why are you not powered? Substations. I don't carry these substations on me anymore. I carry these substations on me. Okay, let's do this properly. That substation. You. That power pole, that power pole, that power pole, that. One substation, two substations, fully powered, done. Obviously, we're going to wait for some blue loaders to come down here. At the same time, we now have 61 green circuits coming out, which means... that goes there. Again, upgrade that still. Bring that to there. So, this build's going to output 15, yellow belt. This is going to bring us up to... no, this and this is going to bring us up to red belt speed. This... this to here is going to bring us up to blue belt speed. And then if we add this one on the end, we're now up to green belt speed. So again, I have to get the upgrade planner out and I need to say, hey you, everything back to here needs to actually be running at green belt. What can I get rid of? That. Green belt. Which I don't carry on me, which is a separate problem, actually. Let's do that, and let's bring it out this way. And upgrade planner that one belt. Okay, so that's the design we're going to have. And that's going to give us 60 green circuits out this end. And now I want a way to copy this. I need to use that power pole instead. I need a way to copy this and line it up very neatly with the end of the smelters in a rinse repeatable fashion. Oh boy, that's bad. Some got up here, some got up here. You're all outputting green circuits. Yep. Okay, so that's my new pattern with the green belt, etc., which is waiting to be flown down, I assume. Oh. Active construction robots. Yeah, somebody ripped up all the trees. We're short on bots currently. They'll show up in just a moment. Alright, so I want to copy that because I know that works. I want to remove the one that we just put down. Paste this one here instead. Is that right? Yeah, my inventory is going to fill up with a lot of stuff. It's fine. We're just going to keep throwing it out and... yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Obviously, part of the blueprint needs to be a substation there and a substation there. Alright. So, after all that stuffing around, we now have a final blueprint we can be really, really proud of. Which also means all these little one tile of belts that are sticking out the end need to go away. Done. Nope, I thought there was more belts. So each one is going to give us a green belt of green circuits out. As you can see, providing we have the modules for all this built, the beacons for all this built, this is going to be an insane amount of circuit production. But that's probably what we're going to need. Paste that one there. That there. You know what? I should be able to do like 3 at a time. Just overlap that one with there. Actually, I can just... well, we're at the end anyway. Okay, so paste all that down. How much is and is not in construction range? Half it's outside construction range. How big's... no, I don't want... roboports, logistics, trash slots, roboports. Go away. No, that's the wrong one. Give me those back. Normal roboports. Much better. Okay. So there is a gap here, but it's not quite big enough to throw a roboport in. But if I removed that, it would be big enough for a roboport. Excellent. And that should get us to about here somewhere. A roboport right there. Next one, I don't know. Well, it turns out right about here. And then here I'll do. Okay. Remove that. Put that in there with a row report. There, done. Okay. I don't have these in my trash slots yet. Add another row. Trash. Thank you, because I much prefer the drones. What? T2. Yeah, we've been fairly well defended. I have double lasers just about all the way around, and anytime a biter comes and attacks the wall and I have to deal with that noise, we just upgrade straight to tier 2 lasers right the way through. Okay, so that's going to take the bots a little while to work out. Next thing I need to work out is I need to work out an oil patch, because we're going to need to make red circuits on site, and that's going to require plastic on site. Same time, technically, we'll probably have to work out acid, although we do have a fairly good acid build up here, and in saying that, like these blue circuits use 55 acid per second. These blue circuits here use 43 acid per second. You don't use a lot of acid, not really. Oh, we've got one module in there. So I'm not really too worried. Holy crap, there's spares. I need to add speed modules to that remotely. Actually, I think I can do that. No, I have to wait for the assembler to show up. That's alright. We can do that. We can paste you there and wait for that assembler to show up. In theory, it'll show up. Alright. I want to do oil pumps. Oil pumps, oil pumps, oil pumps. We're going to change you to number 6. We're going to put... What were you? You were 4. Plot number 4. Plot number 4. Who also had those. Who also had those. Stack inserters? Technically you had stack inserters, so we'll keep them for the moment. No. Yeah, we're going to keep stack inserters for the moment. I think that's all I want from the 4th row. Yeah. So here we're going to add Factorio extended. I want pump jack. I want oil refinery Mark II. I want a chemical plant Mark II. And I want probably a storage tank. Okay. Throw these down in all the oil patches. I do wish the game would sort of lock these on a little bit more and... Yeah, okay. Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted... Actually, it's pointless. The robots are all still busy? Yeah. Okay, so that'll give us oil. Oil is going to require some little bit of piping. Up to there, across to there, up to there, into there. I don't feel the need to change any of those. That one I do. That direction, you can have an underground directly. That one into that one. Into that one. Probably, yep. Definitely. That direction. That direction. That direction. There. Okay. So we want to go from you, down to you and you, up to you and you, down to there, round to there, up to there, cross to there. Same story, there to there to there to there. And then, actually, you could face that way. Does that help things? Not really. Yeah, that didn't really help at all. Actually, you know what would help? If I took an underground from there all the way across to there. That would help. And then there to say there. Underground from there. Actually, right into there. And then we can join that around the corner. Yeah, Factorio Extended having really... How the hell did you get... Oh, that's inside robot range. Well, there you go. Factorio Extended having really long undergrounds is really handy sometimes. Okay, where's this? Holy crap, that's double lasers. Which is the upgrade planner I want? That's the upgrade planner I want. Okay, we'll just swipe them through there and fix that problem, hopefully permanently. It would probably help if I put down some walls, but currently I'm sort of enjoying not having any walls. Oh, one of you guys must... No, none of you have power, but you exist. Therefore, Yeah, we should see oil marked on every single pipe. That's a normal pump check. Let's not use a normal pump check. Let's use a Mark II pump check. That seems way better. Alright. Again. Where the hell? Get rid of that. Okay. Substation. One, say here. One, say here. That'll power everything. Roboport. One there. That's now all in range. Yes. Okay, so that's our pump check sorted. Next, we need to actually build oil. So oil, we're going to use the bigger and better refineries. I'm lucky that I seem to have this space up here, so let's make good use of it. Single refinery. Oh, crap. No, I need the actual refinery down. I don't remember which side has oil unless I set the recipe. Okay. We can do this much at least. We want to have... You come out 1 tile. You come out 2 tiles. I want you to come out... That's what I want. One of them. 3 tiles. I want... If that's heavy oil... Oh... I'm pretty sure that's petroleum. So therefore that would be oil. And actually I think you need to go back a tile. I think. But I need one of these to physically show up before I can actually tell. Autosave. Excellent. Module 1.9k and counting. Oh, actually, speaking of modules, speed modules, throw those in there. Cut that. I need to cut off your input because I do not want to waste what you're currently crafting, and cut off that one as well. Yeah, because there's a number of modules in the network. Alright, we're going to have to actually... How about I do that? And then you can just output to a passive provider like so. Yeah, let's do it that way. Because that way it's going to have speed modules in it, and it shall run faster. And, oh crap, there's 2 in there. So we literally need the robots just to pick them up and drop them. No, we still need 1 more. Okay. We're getting there. What was I doing? I was waiting for these guys to show up. These guys have shown up. Good news. We're going to do that one. I was around the wrong way. Okay. Alright, I want boom booms. Boom, 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 boom. And then... don't have one on me. I want offshore pump Mark 2. No, you're running 1 at a time. That's really overkill. Let's just get an offshore pump Mark 1. Okay. And then... Do I need... Yes, okay. And then we're going to put... power pole in here and here, which is too many power poles, but that's besides the point. We're doing it because it lets the whole thing tile. That goes there. Tiles, create blueprint. There. Landfill that area, please. Build there. Okay, so I have to hold down shift because of the explosive excavation. Well, that's unfortunate. Means I've got to physically click. Oh, actually, no. No. Tiles. Okay. Let's do this down here. This seems like a much better place to do things. Yeah. That way's close to the oil. That gives me all this room for cracking. Also means that little pool and that little pool need to go away. Alright. So, I need all of them to show up, and then we can put down the pumps. And then we should be good to go. What's an episode with a bit of boom, without a bit of boom boom? And then offshore pumps. Run those across there. Wait for all this to show up. I probably don't need beacons at this stage. I do want a tank. I have no idea if tanks actually exist. Turns out they don't. Really? Did I not automate tanks? That's all the oil products. That's the offshore pump. That's the pump jack, which is missing steel, which is... Why do we have no steel? Because steel only gets inputted if there's room on the bus, and it's not running flat out, and it's running flat out and shall do forever. Okay. Alright. Automation. One of you guys. Factory extended. One of them. With a in and an out. And 2 inserters there and there. Copy, paste. Limit 1 box. Shot. You're still bleeding off what was in the machine. Okay. Are you done? You're done. Okay, so the next thing I want to upgrade planner is that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Because so many of your resources go into your labs. So if we can take our productivity from, well, productivity 136% from 64%. No, wrong example. From productivity of 40%. That is a massive difference. So yeah, we want to put a pump in there. Okay, so you are not quite good to go. If I add all that landfill back, and then we hook in some pipes, then you're good to go. That can go there. You're all happy. You've all got water. Can I ghost these in? No. Okay, so I gotta wait for my landfill to show up. Next is gonna be cracking. We're gonna bring heavy oil out. We're gonna put that in a tank. I don't need to make lube. No, actually, I don't need to make half the stuff on the site. So we're going to do heavy right here. Actually, I need some of these spares. So let's put down a few spares. So heavy. You'll need water as well. Like that. Or water's going to be on the other side. I can't remember. One or the other. We'll just wait for these to show up, and then we should be good to go. Some of the landfills showed up, so that pipe, that. Come on, landfill bots. What are you doing? No. All the construction bots are no longer busy. That's a lot of green circuits. That's a lot of green circuits. That's a lot of biters. Oh, they're all spitters. It should be alright. Okay, come on. Chem plants. There we go. I want you to do... Nope. That one. I did have it around the right way. That one. Heavy to light cracking. We want to plan ahead and go for maximum beacon coverage. No, I'm not using the bigger and better beacons yet. That's a later addition to some of these blueprints. Okay, and we should be able to use our ridiculous throughput pipes to be able to have... Now I want one of those. There. Power... Nope, wrong substation. That substation. Here. And the next one could be there. And... Same story. Beacons all the way along. Oh, that one pipe. Okay, so we'll bring oil out to the side. We'll put one pipe in there with a tank that in theory should get automated and eventually show up. As long as it doesn't need steel. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Nope, that's wrong. Oh, we're still waiting on landfill. Oh, did I not automate landfill? That's entirely possible. Alright, second thoughts. Let's actually get rid of all of that. And let's maximize our beaconage by doing things this way. Okay, landfill. Crafting one of them. Cancel. I already have one. You're going to do stone. You're going to have some mini-me's. You're going to have output into input into assembler, who's going to be in charge of landfill, who's going to output to a bigger and better passive provider, who's then going to power pole. Pretty much done. Oh no, you have to output to an input to a passive provider. There we go. Weirdest build ever, but that's exactly what we want. And I'd like to throw more mini-me's at the problem, but I don't have them. Alright. Back to this. Oh, you're still off because landfill. Cut those. Paste them there. Paste them there. That's that done. Move that substation down to there and put its friend there. Why are you not powered up? You literally off by a tile. Sure. Okay. So the plan is you're going to output. Holy crap, that's a big number. 1,300 heavy. You're going to take in 2,700 heavy. We're done. We're set. That's more than what we required. We're going to bring light oil out here. We're going to take light oil. No, we're going to take in our 2 pipes of light oil. One there, one there. We're going to grab those tanks that in theory are automated. Why do we have no tanks? Tank. Requires 4 storage tanks. Oh, it's the simple things. Okay, so it's going to bring out our light plus our light. We're going to join the two lights together. We then basically want this exact same blueprint. It's not quite the same, but it's close enough. The only difference is these guys, which I have to blank the recipe on all of them. I then need to change the recipe to that one, because otherwise you can't mix fluids in pipes. Stupid game. If I do this correctly, there we go. That's going to line up straight into there. We're producing how much? We're producing 2.5. Actually, no, we're producing 2.5 plus we're producing 1.4. Now, the 1.4, when you crack from one liquid to another, helps if we add productivity modules. Do we want prod mods? Yeah, let's put prod mods in everything. Oh, crap. These have 4 slots rather than 2. That's going to change some ratios. Okay. Plus 40% productivity. So you're actually going to put out more light than you do heavy. Than you take heavy in. Because you do convert from 40 down to 30, but then with the productivity of an extra 40%, it's actually going to be slightly more light oil coming out than heavy oil went in. Can we leave that red arrow alone, please? Okay, if I put these guys in here and then used that upgrade planner, that makes them magically upgrade. Same applies here. I even ran out of crappy modules. Go stand over here inside the robot network. I'm a long way from home. Things take a moment or two to deliver. Yup. Okay, back to our module thing. No, they're not quite all done. Alright. Can I please have these being delivered? Let's... Hang on. What? Logistics storage. 261. Really? Module... Yeah, there's 250 left. All my modules got eaten. And then some. Okay. Alright, I need to place these modules before they all disappear. Okay, this is not going to be exact maths, but it's going to be more than enough, and realistically we're only making plastic, so it's probably going to be overkill for what we're doing. So you're going to take in 32 and put out 17. You're going to take in 23, so you can take in more than what you put out. So we need to do 23 plus... No, 32 plus... Call it 18, so 40,000 light oil per second. Yeah, okay, so after hearing that number, 12 refineries. I think we're just going to do... No, I'll leave them in as part of the infrastructure, but I'll remove that, and I'll remove that. So we're just going to pull the speed beacons off them. $800. So what's that? 2,800. No, yeah, 29, 30,000. So So basically take this and double it. Okay, that's maths I can deal with. Remove that guy. Put... Put that there. Okay, so that should... Nope. Beacons don't line up. Beacons are on a separate grid pattern to what the chem plants are. Okay, that one can go away. A substation in here somewhere. We want to copy that, including the tiles. And we should be able to dump that right there. Okay, so then petroleum. Petroleum, finally, we're going to bring out to here. We're going to join those two together. We're going to bring it up nice and high. Actually, can I bring it out further? Yes. We're going to bring it out to here. I'm going to put an underground there. I'm going to put a under... Nope. Okay, you're one tile too low. Okay, that goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there. That's our petroleum. Our petroleum's then going to come out of here and go into plastic. Plastic build is going to require some... No, it's going to require some of these things. Again. Okay, it's going to require the chem plants to actually arrive here. That's the first thing it requires. The pipe is full and only like half the pump jacks have been put down. We're not storing heavy. It's going straight to light. Light is going straight to petroleum. Yeah, I might need some more pumps. In fact, I'm sure I need more pumps. Can I do... pump, diddy pump? Pump, diddy pump? Diddy pump, please? No, of course it doesn't. Landfill. Pump. Pump, pump. Pump. Technically, I'm not pumping from one to the other. I have no idea whether that's going to have an impact or not. Okay, so you're going to do copy to plastic. Copy, paste. Paste. Yep, we're out of productivity modules, aren't we? Wrong button. Module minus 10. Remember a little while ago when we had like 4,000 of them? Actually, how many module? 85 of those. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to kill the feed in for these guys. And these guys, and these guys. Those machines are physically not running. They're physically not running. I don't want to cancel a machine that's in progress because I lose the resources. I want to cancel you, and I want to cancel you. And you end up finish. No, cancel. Put back my concrete. How dare you take away my concrete? Yeah, what's in the machines I can't do anything about. I can't cancel them. They need to complete their operations. That can get cancelled. That gets cancelled. That can get cancelled. Yes, those machines that request in ones. Oh, well, fours. Fours, not ones, fours. So if any of these machines have fours in them, They will finish like this one just started up because they came from the requester box. They will finish processing. You know what? I'd prefer not to have that or that running. Fusion reactors. Cool. Space thrusters. Nope, that takes modules. Energy shields. Great. Expensive research after expensive research. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. I just want... I want that to go away. I want that to go away. I just want one machine. Just to finish off what's left. Okay. Modules. That didn't get us very far. Logistics. Modules. 23 in the network. So they are still being made. We're still making 12 in theory. This is still going flat out. This is going flat out. Do we have a red circuit problem? Should we have a red circuit problem? We shouldn't. Do we have a copper problem? We shouldn't. Copper. They're all running. All right. Copy those because we still have speed modules because I didn't upgrade the speed modules. But that should be hopefully enough. I'm really hoping you output a ridiculous amount of... Holy crap. That falls under a ridiculous amount. So a purple belt moves 75 items per second. So 2 of those are 150 and you're doing 160. I have no idea. I have no idea, but we can now know that that is, well, actually one machine. One machine is putting out 26. 2 machines is putting out 53. So you take 2 machines and call it a blue belt. Blue belt. Blue belt, blue belt. Yeah, actually it's what we might do. We might do... I can't rearrange them because that'll affect beacon coverage. Okay, so if I have you and you output onto a blue belt, then I've still got to get materials into these machines, don't forget. I do that. In fact, we could do that. Okay, I still have to get materials in, which is going to be tricky with beacons right here. Very, 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 very tricky. Okay, pipes. If I have a pipe here and a pipe there, and then we go underground in between, and copy that crap to that end. Can I... No, I can't even put a splitter in here because it's not enough room. I could direct feed in, but that doesn't work either. I can't use inserters. Yes. Okay. Oh, hang on. You're affected by these beacons only, and you're affected by these beacons only. Oh. So realistically, I could move that way out of my way and then use awesome stack inserters for output. And I don't think longhand inserters are going to be fast enough. But the good news is crafting, Factorio Extended. We have fast longhand inserters. So longhand inserters have a rotation speed of 400 degrees per second. A stack inserter does 800 degrees per second. These guys do 1500 degrees per second. They don't carry as much, but they do go fast. So in theory... Okay, and I'd have a belt of coal in, which is probably going to come from the right, to be honest. And then that'll be plastic out. That'll be plastic out. You guys are still going to output 80 plastic to one side of the belt, which is a problem. Can I do... Actually, I can do a loader into a splitter. So a loader and a splitter means it's going to do both sides of the belt equally. Because loaders... No, because the loader needs to face that way. Would need to go to... Actually... Does that work? Three tiles. One's used by the long-handed. No, that's not going to work either. Okay. I know somebody's staring at their screen right now going, it's simple, Jetty. Why don't you just do this? Okay. I think I'm just going to do that and be done with it. Because that just seems like the easiest answer. It's going to take up a bit more room. And then I have a problem with input. Do I? Okay, that's easy. You get yours. Then I could run blue belt through here with coal input. Yeah, okay. So you're outputting 26, you're outputting 26, you're outputting 26. Three of them combined together is 80. So you'd have to be green belt, you'd have to be green belt, you'd have to be purple belt. You'd have to be purple belt. Coal in is only 28, so that's manageable. And basically I'd have to mirror this on the other side. Which means that goes there, you go there, to there, to there, to there, you go there, you go there and there, you go in there, there. That goes... Sure. And technically you guys can go back a tile. No, that didn't line up. Oh, these need to go left tile. So, input, input, input. Done! Okay, after all that catastrophe, that's now done. That's going to give us 2 purple belts worth of plastic out. That's going to give us a metric crap ton of petroleum in. Alright. One of them. Really? You didn't get power. Have power. A mining platform. Coal. I have chemical plants. Okay. I want to basically come in all the way over here, dodging all this problem piped area. That's all the belt, I think. That's all the belt, I think. We want to flip that belt to be that direction. Clean up this corner so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Look, it's all inside the robot network. The bots will get around to placing it. Okay, that's our plastic. We've got another research done. This is where I'm calling this episode. It's wow, it's been over an hour. Look, I know somebody's going to complain about the length of this one. I apologize. Oil is hard. Oil is hard. Oil takes time. On top of that, we have a crap ton of these new awesome modules, which means next episode, yeah, I'm off to base to go tweak a few things with them. Actually, module. There's absolutely none in stock. So yeah, next episode, well, I'm going to run back to base right now. So next episode we can be at base and we can play with some of these lovely modules. We have a awesome super duper crack everything base or oil base setup, which will be good for our plastic. Which again, next episode we need to work out a red circuit, a blue circuit, and then some bumper module builds. But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do apologize at the length, and I will see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.